What is good, y'all? Welcome back to episode 6. Today, I'm gonna build a few houses. I came down here severely under-repaired. Let me go get more dark blocks. Alright, back with the blocks. I don't know why I thought coming here so under-prepared would have gone well. The expected result came about, huh? So today, feeling a little bit emo, ooh, a little bit of Holy for Tonight, a little bit of Today is the End, Ozzy Osbourne. So hopefully y'all are feeling a bit of changes, David Bowie, a little bit of Rollin', Limp Bizkit. Not me today, so I'm gonna build something edgy. Ooh, yeah. Gotta love the edge. I'm just gonna build a dark little house in the corner here. I'm thinking maybe some of this smooth stuff, get some of this. I think I'm just gonna do like a layer on the bottom of black planks because the dye is a bit expensive. It's terrifyingly coal. Coal is how you make black dye in this, so yeah. Don't really care for paying a high price on that. So just gonna do probably a small little layer on the bottom unless I really think it'd help somewhere. Then I'd bite the bullet. Alright, a positively lovely little floor here. However, I will just do a little something over in the corner here for what I assume will be a little kitchenette for the interior, because I want to have interior. It's like, it'd be so incomplete without the interior, wouldn't you say? So I will be doing one, yes. Let's see, that looks great. A little bit of problem does kind of arise with, I mean, I guess it's fine, just having these, cobble deep slate stairs for the roof, you know. It's fine, no harm, no foul. And in case you're wondering, there's no such thing as a black stained wooden stairs, so kind of stuck with this, huh? I'm not thinking anything too fancy here, just like a standard, we go upwards roof. Okay, that was risky. I had no real guarantee of that working. Because of slabs. Slabs sure are my favorite. Yeah, my favorite. Slabs. You know, for MLGing on. It's funny because they are actually really, really bad for that. Oh boy, the amount of times I've tried to MLG on a slab and then just splat on the ground. How amusing. You know, that's actually pretty perfect. Placement of this doorway makes everything feel wrong. Is this even? No, it's not. Why do I have it here? And a few little windows always help brighten the place up. Yep, this place of grayscale monotone, or I suppose it's achromatic. I guess it can still brighten up like achromatic. Just, you know, not this chromatic, just like a white color. Does white count as achromatic? I think it does, yeah? Huzzah. More detail. Another ridge of the roof. You know, I have a small suspicion here that this might look a bit weird against the flat stone, so I gotta figure this out. I guess I can just kind of... I can either peel back the stone or switch this over to just a regular cobble deep slate to flow out. There's a skeleton nearby. I heard those rattles. Just like, I definitely can pull this a bit. I definitely think that inevitably, though, this is going to have to go into that. I do think that prior to it doing so, we can, okay, maybe do it over here, and then just move everything over to the right one. I know you're there, skeleton, you can't fool me. And just do it like that. Yes, I like these little, what is it, Eggleman? I think that's what they're called, Eggleman windows on the roofs. You know, I'm gonna make this ever so slightly more, feels off. I guess the real question for whether or not it feels off is to just look at it from back here. Yeah, okay, that feels off. Guess there is a time and a place for everything. And this is not the time nor place for an element window. Oh, I'm out of smooth deep slate, but I had some cooking in the furnaces, so I'll go grab that now so I can finish the house. Whee! Phenomenal. Now I guess I should... You know, that kind of works. Just that current pattern for the roof. Or the ceiling? I think ceiling is accurate. Wonderful. That just needs, doors, and then I think... yeah, no, I'll do... Will I do that? Yeah, screw it. I'll do that. Okay, after this and doors, then I believe that'll be the basics of the interior done, and I can have to do the decorations inside. Okay, well, guess it's time for how to do the decorations inside. I kind of feel like a second floor. Did this go on? Yeah, this is grand. Radical, even. It's a radical idea. Wonderful, we have access to the second floor. More like an attic, isn't it? I suppose a minor kitchenette is in order, yes. I'd like to put the workbench in there. Where'd it go? Oh. I didn't need to throw things away. A little bit of stone wall magical. Wonderful. I'm gonna go up, grab 2 rails to slap them on there going inwards. Huh. It occurs to me now that I may have... Okay. You know, this is fine. I probably could have grabbed some better stuff for this and also remember to put this other stuff away. But it's grand. Yes. There we go. I wanted to... Oh, I can still make another lever. There we are. I just wanted to poop that on the ground. Then I can grab some rails, make those go into there. If you're wondering why I'm using rails, it's because they just busy it up. It's nothing too complex a lot of the time. Just want things to look a bit busier than they actually are. Why can't I move you up? The heck? Is it because of the lever? Okay, so I can't move that. I guess that lever is lock. Giving the redstone signal locks it. So, okay. Yeah, okay, I guess. I was really annoyed to grab that crafting table now. Could it be that today's the end? Television, farthest television you've ever seen in your life. And I could also change this a bit. Bring it a lot closer. This is downright devastating to the ocular system. Okay, no, I can't place trapdoors are connected, so I'll just move it over here. Then now I need doors. Sure. Sure. Yep. Let me just bring this over here. Okay, yep. Doors. Those don't look out of place at all. Surely not. No. Not at all. They totally do. Just I can't make doors out of... Yeah, I can't make doors out of smooth deep slate like I can smooth stone. I wonder if there's any more doors and trapdoors available, or if it's literally just the 2 wooden and stone. Regular stone, that is. This is looking lovely. I wish I had some different shades of sign. Could do well for some details. See, this is some good. This could use a painting, which I can actually make. Yeah. Oh, that was actually a really good painting. That is a creature. Absolute creature. Okay, yeah, this is looking good. I guess that's that, and then maybe up here is like a storage room? No, bedroom. I truthfully cannot be bothered to figure out how to... screw it. You know what? I'm consistent if anything, so I should make a bed. Even if it's this. Yep, okay, that's bed. Here's a light. That's not gonna catch anything on fire. It totally would. Don't put a flaming torch above your bed and then leave it unattended. That's how you burn everything. And that's not generally considered a good thing. Couldn't be there today is the end. The kids are running as fast as they can. Could it be that today is the end? Wonderful. Do I want to move this even? You can go right there and then throw this on there. Great. Oh, I need to find actual torch placements. You can go there and you can go right there next to the ladder. That's wonderful. And then up here, break you, again, okay, above the bed. That should light everything up here so no mobs are spawning. That should be this house complete. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That didn't take too long at all. Granted, I'm sure some houses are going to take longer as I figure out what to do with them. That or I just ad-lib it along the way like I did this one. And then it works. You. Why are you? I'm going to be honest, I'm way too curious about this chalice. I'm going to go look it up. So I have no idea what this is from, and the basic search DB3K chalice didn't look anything, so I went to the Modpack index, clicked on it, clicked on DB3K. The first mod there is called Respawn Block, and it's clearly crying Obsidian as the thumbnail for the mod, but I don't know how to get it. There's no information on the mod page, and there's no information, and there's no information in the game. So how do I get it? I don't know. Okay, I love this pack, I really do. I've been having a great time with it, but I'm going to be real. There's a reason why we have JAI these days. Yes, like, there's a reason why we have JAI in most packs these days. It's because, frankly, I would never be able to find this stuff, and some of the mods in here are so heavily edited, I wouldn't even be able to ever tell you that they were in here. Why are you in my house, sheep? I wouldn't have ever been able to tell you they were in here, which is by no means a bad thing. That's how I like it. Heavily edited mods, so I can't even recognize them. But the problem is once you're already strangling the information from my throat, from my ears, then having a basic knowledge of the mods generally helps. But I've been devoid of all knowledge here, and I don't know how to learn it because there's no, like, in-game method for me to learn these things. How was I supposed to ever learn that there was a block I could use to respawn? Obviously, I had mentioned in like episode 1 or 2, I think this is in here. And I was right. I know I'm right now. I can see the mod in there. The problem arises when I don't know how to access the mod. I don't know where it is. It's like, do I have to dig really low? Does it spawn like an ore? And there's like caverns and abnormals, something like that in here, and that mod seems really cool. But again, it's been so heavily modified, I'm not sure what's in it, and there's no recipes on the mod page, and obviously I have no JAI in here, so I can't see anything. Also, there's Atlas. I don't know how to make it though, since I've never gotten any slime. And you need a slime ball to make the Atlas. I had to look the recipe up since I don't have JAI. It was on the mod page, mind you, but like still. I still don't know what the chalice is. I know more now, mind you, but I can't do anything with his knowledge. Like, honey bottle? Slime ball? Where? There's also, mystical oak tree mod is in this. You know, the talking log? Huh? Like, where? I haven't seen one. I've been doing a fair amount of exploring and growing trees, and I know that they should at least be able to just pop up out of trees, or are they really rare? What was I looking for? Oh yeah, I was looking for shears, because I wanted to try something. There's a mod called V-Tweaks, and most of its stuff is disabled, much like shears, I believe. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so again, another thing, like, V-Tweaks a mod in here. I haven't heard of the mod before, mind you, but just a quick cursory glance through all the changes. Most of it's irrelevant to me. Like, most of it I can't access, or I can't access or I can't use, like this. One of the features I saw was you can right-click a furnace with, or a lightable surface with a torch and it would appear lit. At least that's how I understood it. I could be wrong on the direct things, but that's how it looked to me. You just right-click it and then you can see it lit. But no. It's like, I think there is one thing I saw in that mod that I have experienced, which is disabling storms. Which is rather hilarious to get an entire mod just to disable storms. Like, I'm sure at least one other thing is in, like, maybe it's the cactus thing. Maybe cactuses don't destroy items in this. You know, I'm not totally sure in the next pack I'm gonna play, but I, I, I sure hope it's one with more information. Like, not just wiki information. I don't want wikiable information. I want to play my mod and be capable of learning about stuff. It's like, ooh, hey, welcome to Terraria Calamity. Oh, that destroys items. Welcome to Terraria Calamity. Do you know what items you need? Of course you don't. Here's the wiki. Or, heck, welcome to Terraria. Here's the wiki. Like, it's fun. I love these games. I really do. But I feel like there has to be a better way to convey information to the player. And especially in a pack like this that doesn't even have wikiable information. Like, the pack doesn't have a wiki, it has a mod page. Where am I supposed to find these things? How am I supposed to learn? You can't just throw somebody into a world and then expect them to know. Like, you can't expect everyone to have 100 hours with all these mods and automatically know exactly how they've changed the game up. Like, I know there's funky stuff underground. I've seen, like, monster boxes. I know those are from Quark. But I've also seen ores that I don't know. Like, I looked through all the mods. I don't know what mod this ore is from. I didn't look super hard, but... Like, still, is it from the caverns and abnormals? Is it the silver? Is that what it is? Silver and not platinum? Maybe? I just don't know. Nevertheless, I keep marching on. This is kind of buns, huh? Okay, I think this has all come together rather fondly. Nicely is a better word for that. So, and I think I know what the roof is going to be. I think I'm just going to do a wide brim of slabs and hay. I think that'll do lovely. However, I do not have enough hay for the roof, so I'll need to go harvest the farm. But that's what it's there for. So, no worries. Roof's done. It's also looking a little bit flat, so maybe... Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll do great to lessen the flat of it. And that'll be the exterior done then, just the incredibly minor interior needs to get done after that. Right, and that is minor interior done. Now let's see about speeding up the build right here, because I do want to get more done this episode than I did last, and I don't really remember what I did last time, so I'm just going to try and build a lot. Help me, I'm a moron. So, let me explain. So while doing the build montage that you just saw, went lovely, there was no issues with that, don't worry, not to worry, everything else came after, which is luckily not much, did have several issues. That being, I forgot to unmute my mic since I, like muting myself while doing the montages, even though it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I guess to do the tour again, here's this building. I placed these two while doing the tour of this one because it's actually quite barren compared to that one. There's still not much, mind you, but I just kind of filled the space in with things. The things don't really mean anything or are supposed to be anything. They're just supposed to be things. Like this is use the staircase here and then just place trapdoors here to completely cut the space off. Just cut a bit of the space off. So completely like it was a, I say completely like it was a large portion of the space. It's not, but just a small amount to help it feel like there's more there. Here, big old picture frame. Don't really know what this is meant to be. It looks nice though, so yeah. Oh gosh. And then over there, because I went off like but before we go, I want to build one. I want to build a shack. No, not Shaquille O'Neal. Something like that. There was some sort of shack, Shaquille O'Neal, you know, joke there. I don't remember it. And it's lost to me having left my mic on mute on accident, so that is a shame, isn't it? Let's see here. What next? Oh yeah, I also mentioned, oh hey, I need to get wood. That doesn't matter now, I already got it, obviously, so it's not really any good point in mentioning. Good reason to mention, so, guess I should just shut up and get on with the build, shouldn't I? You know, there is another explanation I forgot to give. Another one that got muted out. I made a creative world so I could see blocks that I did not have and maybe try and figure out a way to get that respawn block, the bleeding obsidian as I now know it's called. No idea how to get that. I'm assuming monster boxes since I can literally find zero information. I'm gonna have to gear up for that soon. No, I do think I want them. Yeah, so the monster boxes are my best bet for it. Also, slimes are in this, so I can make sticky pistons and slime blocks. Excellent news about that, I do say. Problem is, though, because I learned this before creative even, I learned the block thing specifically from creative, but there was a loading screen tip about slime spawning very deep. Don't know if they're beholden to slime chunks or not. I'm assuming they are, just since I've done a bit of deep exploration, and I have not found any, so I'm assuming slime chunks. That, or they might also be able to spawn in from monster boxes, which would be rather convenient. Also, fun fact, almost every block is cycled through my inventory. Almost every item within this pack is cycled through my inventory. There really is not much. Let me tell you what. I think that was the entire explanation. I did good. I did good. Spawn proofing has never sounded so loud. Yeah, I don't really got good lighting options for these roofs. No carpets either, so this is my best option for spawn proofing roofs. I did it over there as well. That one has... That actually needs a bit that specific slabs I'm looking at, or on the half point. Right there as well. I should probably cloud up right there. I need a series of things because other mobs have been spawning on that rock, so it's very annoying. Let me tell you what. Well, I'd say that's the interior done. You know what? No, I will not indulge on some ladders on the side of these chests. No, so this is the interior done for this shack, and I think that's gonna be the end of the episode. Oh, one thing. let's see, the coming Friday, yes, the coming Friday from the point of this video uploading is going to be me posting episode 1. I'm not finishing the whole series as I initially said, and I believe episode 2 or 3. However, I am a good way through. So I'm going to be publishing episode 1 this next Friday. That will give you a good idea of how far back you plebeians are. Goodbye.